Let's see. Felix Brown says, whenever I hear people talking about their City Heroes memories, that's what makes me so intrigued by the game. Also hearing people's stories, the fact that they're still so passionate about the game after so many years. I really love this game from a mechanical perspective. It really needs like a graphical tune-up. But this is one of the few MMOs where the game is like, you are the mighty hero or the great villain or whatever, and you get to go actually do stuff based on being that. Like, the game doesn't say, hey, you're the super ultra person that we need to save the day, go bring 75 of your friends to everything you do, otherwise you can't get past it. A lot of MMOs are like that, like, oh, you're the big hero, you need 17 friends to proceed. City Heroes is like, you know what, if you're stupid enough to go in here alone, knock yourself out, kid. There's some exceptions, right, because like the big trials and stuff, but that's like a very small percentage of the things you can do in this game. You can, if you're buff enough, solo. Oh, hey, Death Surge is up. Okay, we'll take this mission, then we'll go fight Death Surge. Talbot, you remember Arnold Decker? He was one of the hostages. I sure do. His younger brother Benjamin Decker, the missing soldier from the 13th War, tried to warn us about the Rick you fought off. Bringing Arnold here to talk to him, but Arachnos kidnapped him en route. I think we have his location, but we need someone to make him get here. All right, cool. Why would Arachnos? Because Arachnos is evil. Happy Mother's Day to you too, Wu-Tank! Don't forget my favorite thing, you're the savior of the world, but I really need you to go kill 5 rats for me. Yeah. 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 Let's see, I think I've already got the badge for Death Surge. But I don't mind popping Death Surge and getting a couple merits for free. Let's go stand over here. Honestly, this character could probably tank Death Surge indefinitely. Let's get our signature cup of coffee out. Where this cup of coffee comes from, I don't know. We'll just stand here till they start killing Death Surge here. Then we'll run in there and punch him. Base raids were awesome as well. You know, I never got into the base raids, but that always seemed like that was kind of neat, yeah. Enjoy how much diversity the game has. You can have 2 people playing the same archetype, the same primary and secondary, and between all their choices, you can have them play completely differently. Yes. Like I have my Spine's Dark Armor Scrapper is essentially like a Sentinel before Sentinels were a thing. Because he's got like 4 ranged attacks. No, 5 ranged attacks. Like how can you like go, oh, everybody's the same or whatever when you can do stupid stuff like that? Heck, just like looking at like Veets, you know, the Arachnos Widow, for example. You could build that like 3 or 4 completely different ways, just from like big picture what the character does, before you even start looking at like zooming in at the micro selections, like laying out your slots and things. Here we go. God Torn, I could tank this. I'm probably tankier for this fight than you are. Oh, Titan Bio? Okay, yeah, I have a Titan Bio. It's completely sickening. I was soloing everything in the game with that thing, but then they were all like, hey, what if we were like, oh, let's give all the giant monsters more HP, and who wants to chew through a whole bunch of HP? Not me. Like, at some point, it's just kind of like, meh. This is already like a 15-minute time sink. Do I really need to spend more than that? I realize they do that like for groups of people to make the fights last a little longer, because otherwise some of these monsters went down essentially instantly. But it's just a little annoying. Switch over to team chat and say thanks. Smiley face. Alright. Well, that was nice and easy. I'm gonna go back to Rickety Warzone because we got Rickety crime to solve. Right there. Just gonna wait and see if they form anything else. Nope, that looks like it. I'm out. Have a great one, guys. Dude, who laid this out? Like, why is this walkway over here, right? Why are these stairs here? It said leading directly up to this. That doesn't even make any sense. Oh, thank you for the follow, Jalix Brown. Yeah, if City Heroes had ever gotten like the graphical facelift that they had started on with the Pretoria stuff, if that had like proceeded across the whole game, would have been nice. Would have been real nice. They get a lawsuit for falling off the edge. It is villains. Ah, yeah, yeah. Oh, my walkway of doom. So many people will trip and fall from this. Yeah. Yeah, City of Villains. Got it. I am so evil. Right, because it's the Etoile Isles, right? Which was originally settled by the French, so we got like a bunch of Cajuns here. Hold on. Oh, the walkway. The walkway, it is so dangerous now. The walkway. It is Le Doom. I shall now eat the baguette and give the cigarette to the baby. Have a great stream heading out. Hey, well, thank you for popping in. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great day and a great Mother's Day. You and everybody else out there. Weird how these Arachnos seem to be acting a little un-Arachnos-like. Come on, Benjamin Decker, let's go. Thank you. Now, the person that had formed that monster hunting team is fighting zombies in Cap. We've already fought zombies like twice on this character. I got all the badges. I don't need to do that again. Alright. Come on this way, buddy. I know it's Ben. You believe me, don't you? Dude, I'm being paid. Of course I believe you. Like, I am a simple villain here. Just give me money, stuff happens. The implication of Mr. Decker's tale are astonishing to say the least, but the real nature of his captures was perhaps even more so. Time to consider that later. For the moment, we must decide whether we should act on his information. I'll make the case for Lady Grey if she agrees. I'll need your help if we are to have any chance of success. Cool, let's just get that out of the way. Alright. Lady Grey has agreed to the proposed operation to help Mr. Decker. What surprised me is that Dark Watcher was also in favor. This may still be a trap, but the story is true. Or if the story is true, recovering Decker could be a breakthrough. Got it, let's go. So let's rescue Benedek. According to the information you provided Arnold Decker, Defector will be part of a raiding contingent that will attack one of our bases. His Ricky name is Benedek. Our forces can fend off the raid. Your job is to recover him. Dark Watcher wants to talk to you when this is done. I don't know why. It seems Lady Grey is the only one he ever explains himself to. Yeah, well, he's a crazy intelligence guy. This is just how they operate in City Heroes. Compartmentalize, compress, decompress, shoot people in the face. You know, typical security stuff. Ooh, I can't resist all these monkeys. Give me badge. How are we doing on the badge? How far down is the Rickety Monkey badge? We're never going to find it, are we? There it is. We're at 735 out of 1,000. The like 400 or 500 we took out while we were waiting on that those mothership raids yesterday. Really helping us get where we need to go. Now this mission's annoying because sometimes the guy we're looking for spawns right here. Alright, he popped a message somewhere, but I have no idea where homie is. So we just got to bounce around till we find him. I have had the really annoying times with this mission because of stuff like the turrets will kill the mob and then I don't see the hostage. Like it gets crazy, right? So probably in that world again. But first we're gonna shoot a bunch of monkeys for the badge. Is that him or is that a... No, it's a dead boss. Wait, how did you get up here? Is there a red side equivalent of Monkey Island to PI? Yes. It's literally go to PI. I'm not joking. Well, hold on. I'll show you in a second. I will show you in a second. Alright. Is he down here somewhere? Because in red side you can take the sub to Monster Island. I think Monster Island includes that stuff. Oh, I was hoping... I saw this guy like punching his fists together. I was hoping this was a hostage group. Yeah, I think Monster Island actually includes that part of PI. Doesn't look like he's down here. Where is he? I didn't see him upstairs. I don't see him down here. This guy's being a jerk. Being like a jerk sandwich. It's like a ham sandwich just made with jerks. And also you can't eat it. If you did, that'd be cannibalism. Don't do that. Not even once. That's illegal. That's called crime. Okay, we're kind of out of monkeys and stuff up here. Guys, you know where Benjamin Decker is? Tell me where Benjamin Decker is. But you know, honestly, while doing those mothership raids yesterday, I was disappointed that the Rickety don't ever spawn in like 1,000 monkeys on top of the league. Like, that would be funny. They should do it. I don't know why that's not a thing that happens. You got all these disposable monkey troops. Why not actually use them? Alright. He doesn't appear to be up here at all. Yeah, these guys aren't guarding a hostage. In fact, they're just some patrol wandering through. I've had cases where the dude we were supposed to rescue is literally flanked by Vanguard guys. He's like, technically he's already rescued? Game? We're just going to sweep through up here one more time. Oh my gosh, there he was. He was right in the base the whole time. We could have been out of this mission in like 15 seconds. Yeah, come on, homie. Dude, you're almost home. You are home. You're right in the middle of the Vanguard base. It doesn't get much more home than this. Here, get out of here. Guess we got some Rickety kills there. Looks like about 50 of them. Okay, let me... Well, that's a little bit of a walk. So I'm going to go show you the thing I was talking about. Because I think you can get to Monkey Island from here. Or from there. I know it's mostly for fighting the giant... or the DE monsters. But I think it goes to... Monkey Island too. Revenge Alley. Oh, Revenge... Okay, I get it. I get it. Let's see. Where is the smuggler's sub? In fact, I don't think I've gotten the badges out here yet. We might have to come do that. But I think if you go to Monster Island, it's got the Rickety Monster or the Rickety Monkeys stuff in it. Yeah. So this has all the Rickety Monkeys. So red side, you can come here and get that. It's exactly the same. I need to get back to Rickety Warzone real quick, though. Oh, you might have got hit by an ad while I was showing that off. That stings. Silly ads. I wish there was just a button I could click for play ad. And then I could control that better. I mean, I guess there is a button, but it's not the button I want because it doesn't let me hit it whenever I want. It's like rules and regulations, and that sucks. Oh wait, we gotta talk to Dark Watcher. So yeah, the whole Monkey Island equivalent is in fact Monkey Island. They just cropped it out of PI and made it its own map for villains. Tabaz, about Benedek. You stumbled on something very interesting but not unexpected. We're bound to see more incidents like this, and I don't like my people to be blind. Take this file, read it if you want, then give it to Leventerra when this thing is wrapped up. When this kind of information is restricted by the FBSA, Omega clearance. Learn it from another source, pretend you never knew it before. Not that it matters to me. Alright, well, thanks, Dark Watcher. Sheesh! You bringing a Rickety defector and get a private audience with the most mysterious man in Vanguard. I'd be jealous, but I'm just too busy with what we are learning. Our new friend. Speaking of which, there's an opportunity that I think you may be interested in. Our defectors provide us with some interesting information. According to him, the Rickety have been excavating beneath their crashed saucer and working on something major down there. It's either a trap or proof that Ben Deck really is the missing Benjamin Decker. Really has defected. Either way, you'll only have 1 hour to check it out. Oh, stage is part of the zone near the ship, so you have to be quick and careful. I should mention on the time limit there are other complications. We can't let the Rickety know how much we know, so you have to avoid alerting them too much. Stick to looking for information and finding the Rickety, or avoid finding the Rickety in particular. Avoid the security chief and the foreman. The foreman is probably on site, but the security chief will only show up if you alert the patrols and feed a squad or 2 of reinforcements. Alright, so we'll just go through and investigate the Rickety dig. You largely ignored, as Joe Cool's Blues, you largely ignored most of the red side content, something you're slowly addressing at Homecoming. You really bounced off it on live. A lot of people have this weird thing about like red side content, where they just don't like it because they're just like, oh no, I don't want to do something bad. But like most of the stuff you're doing is you're just beating up other villains. So it's not that different being a hero, except some of the arcs are really well written and are a hoot. Like in particular, the television's arc is just funny. I keep procrastinating the television's arc because I'm saving it for like a very special like mood, you know? Yeah, I think overall villain side is probably, in terms of what's in the missions and the way they're written, a little bit better than what most hero content does. Because a lot of hero content is kind of, yeah. Yeah. It's just kind of, yeah. And it's okay to be yeah, I guess. Alright, we gotta get 4 clues. Don't attack people. When I first got this mission, I thought this was pretty cool, that the game is literally just trying to get me to go through and gather intel as opposed to fight stuff. Like, I thought that was a nice touch. Because in so much of the game, especially the hero side, you just get presented with missions that are, now go kill an entire map full of dudes. Now go kill an entire map full of dudes over and over again. And this is just a little something that's a little different. Anytime the game gives me something that's a little different from the standard go beat up everybody, it helps make it kind of fun. At least for me. Like one of the few highlights of Doc Quaterfield, which otherwise is just a really long task force, is there's a unique like portal map, like a tech map that's Portal Corp themed, that at least at the time wasn't used in any other mission. I think now it's proliferated a little bit, but way back when, that was like the only place that map skin showed up, which was kind of cool. Gave you a little something different. I will look at the chat in just a second. I'm just trying to run through here without aggroing too many dudes. So usually there's a glowy on the lower level and a glowy up on the construction. I don't see the one on the lower level. Stuff introduced in later issues is better yet. Yeah, and also they kind of changed the focus of the writing too. They streamlined it a lot. And they took out a lot of the... Oh, here we go. They took out a lot of the kind of mystery. Like, that was real apparent while I was doing Night Ward and First Ward content on this character. Just how breakneck all of it felt. Like, you're with a contact for like 4 missions, and then you're on to the next thing. And Night Ward was just like a rush, man. It was a complete mad rush through the game. Where is the last one? Usually it's up in the higher level, but I sure don't see it. And I just, yeah, I guess I am just, Oh! It was on the other side over here. Got it. I think some of the later content could have done with being slowed down a little bit. Maybe not to the level that some of the early content was. For example, like, I really like the plot line, the storyline in Ubelman the Unknown. I find that intriguing. But, man, I don't actually like playing through Ubelman the Unknown. Well handled, Tabez. We have lots of information, the confirmation of Bennett Decker's story, and the Richter are none the wiser. It's really a shame not to lose your services. Serpent German requested assistance. No matter, I have a lot to do. Been very pleasant working with you. Oh, what's this? File from Darkwatcher. Certainly I'll take a look at. Oh my. Please excuse me. I need to think about this. All right. Well, very successful. I think probably, like, in my opinion, like, the game's storytelling probably kind of reached its peak kind of about halfway through the game's life before stuff started getting a little too streamlined. Like, I really like the new Fault Line stuff. I really like the Richter Warzone stuff. Oh, hey, somebody's forming a Eden trial. Should I join that? You know what? When else am I going to get the opportunity to do an Eden trial? Let me try.